I wanted to know, a lot of practices, they try to do Facebook ads, Google ads, and they try to do that by themselves, but they end up spending a lot of money with no results. And so it tends to bring them to a point where they may not trust social media. What would you tell someone like that, or a practice that has gone through that?
I would say, would you go to your barber for a root canal? And I don't say that yes, I'm 100% biased because I run a marketing agency and I oversee strategies, but we've burned a lot of money over the years trying to think we can do it in-house. We can bring it in-house. We can expand. We'll figure it out. We'll assign our really promising 25-year-old we just hired with an MBA, and she can figure that out for us. And then she comes back to us 6 months later and we haven't moved the needle, and we say, well, what happened? And she goes, well, you asked me to do something that I didn't go to school for. And I think that's probably the most common mistake I see is they, I had a client just the other day that came to me and said, Jake, don't sit here and tell me that social media ads are the answer to my problems, because I've tried it. And I let him cool down for a second because he was pretty adamant. And I circled back on it and said, tell me, how much were you spending on social media ads? How much money did you burn? And he said, oh, I burned $500 in a year. And I was like, okay, wait a second. I have clients spending $5,000 a month at times on social media, depending on the type of quality patient and the procedures you're trying to educate, drive. Are you doing lead generation, or are you driving website traffic? Again, knowing the purpose of each campaign is a big part. So that's what I usually say is, if you have already signed off on a channel that you're hearing there's a buzz and a success of your colleagues telling you works for them, you probably went about it missing a component that could make a big difference. And we had a client that came to us telling us that they had a really, really big budget. They wanted to spend their $2.9 million producing practice each year.
Wow.
Single doctor, and we're just slaying it in every way. But they really wanted to become more efficient in implants. And I kept looking at their website and thinking, wow, this is missing some really basic components. And so I asked her, how much are you spending with this other company? Because I was only doing her postcards. And at the end of the day, she gave me her budget, and I said, what if I told you I think I could save you $60,000 and actually make you more money? And she said, prove it. Give me a proposal. So we went through with our team, analyzed it, broke it down, saw where we felt she was overspending and frankly, kind of setting some campaigns on Google and Facebook and then had forgotten about them.
Oh, wow.
We're not actually optimizing them. And at the end of the year, this was 2022, we took over in November of 21. And by December 31st of 2022, she reported back to me that she saved $60,000 in marketing spend and actually completed the year at 4.89 million in production.
Oh, wow. That's an amazing story.
So yes, she's becoming a testimonial because content is king, and we want to, reign over our kingdom of the marketing world any way we can. And so it's those types of stories that I look at, and I think people just leverage the wrong channel at the wrong time, or they put more money into the wrong marketing campaign at the wrong time when they should be putting it somewhere else.
True. And it's so true that, I have seen that some, practices, they expect that you set up the campaign one time and you have to forget it, right? And they don't understand that Facebook is working every day to update that algorithm. Google is working every day to update that algorithm. So the people who are doing this social media ads, I have seen them working. They got to do every day. They have to look at these numbers. They're monitoring. They're not just monitoring, but they are making tweaks every day to make sure that your dollars are optimized to get you best results. So these things, usually people outside the world of marketing and digital marketing, they don't understand that. But I would say that, what you have mentioned is absolutely correct. If you don't look at your campaigns on a daily basis, you're going to throw money at stuff that you probably don't even know that you're throwing away money. And the results are, you think it's optimized, but probably you don't need a barber to tell you that. You definitely need Gargle or somebody like Gargle to tell you that. So yeah, thank you.